What's up, YouTubers? This is your daily YouTube top tech Chris Short. Welcome to the Add-on Quarantine Vlog. And today's detailed topic, today's next clip, I'll tell you all about what I've been gathering this past week through my research. As you all know, today's topic is going to be on cheating and why it's not okay in any living family. For one reason, though, as seen on here on life lessons on not to cheat, though. This can result in one thing: divorce. Just seen in life lesson with Louise when a mother's son came home and he unexpectedly heard something that it was not fish tank cleaning though. He suspected her cheating though, and she tried to keep it quiet though. That was until 3 days later. He secretly recorded what his mother was hiding though, and revealed it to his father. She tried to bribe him to keep it quiet about it though, but it was too late because he recorded voice recorder on his phone, evidence that the father needs though to find out that she was cheating this whole time though. Because everybody knows one thing: when you cheat in relationships and marriages though, it can hurt a loving family and relationship. It can also result in one partner filing for divorce tomorrow when they come in with no custody agreement and they're on their own. So that's why it's very important not to cheat in marriages, period, relationships at all, because of one thing: cheating can hurt. It can hurt loving family relationships and tear an entire family apart though. So here's what I've also gathered recently though. So as you know, we've all seen the news reports of how crazy and dangerous this world is getting though. But here's one thing: my advice: stay home where you are right now. No, because it's not safe out there right now. It's gotten crazy dangerous out there. Because as you all know, porn star Tasha Rain on her Instagram story recently announced on her Instagram story though that Los Angeles, California now is a spiking crime rate that's going up though. So we don't know if that state is ever going to be safe for it's not going to be safe for living though, but it's only going to be good for vacationing, traveling, and touring there. But not for living there because there's now on Instagram an increased number of California residents wanting to move out of California and out of LA and into another state. I think it's because of spiking crime rates that are jumping up. Though Los Angeles, California, has been known for the spiking crime rates, and it's also been known for known for terrorists to demand $1 million ransoms if their demand is not met, whether they're a former street gangster or police officer, whichever, you name it. So that's what I have been noticing though. Because on TikTok, the word I'm trying to get out to everyone is that they heard the news report. As you know, this past week that happened though. There was a school kid in his local high school, and let me get that information out real fast. I'll explain to you. Alright, let me tell you. This is on the news report this past week though, about a shooting that happened out on. It happened on Wednesday at a local high school out in Michigan, though. So here's a local news report that's now breaking, though, and it's all over the news. I'm trying to get the word out and asking them if they heard about this news report, because it's always very important to know that if you're planning to travel there, watch the news reports before traveling there. So here's what recently happened though. The story today is safety in Michigan, bond set at combined $1 million after Michigan parents entered police. A judge imposed a combined $1 million bond Saturday for the parents of the Michigan teen charged with killing 4 students at Oxford High School at 4 hours after police said they were caught hiding in a Detroit commercial building. James and Jennifer Crumbley entered not guilty pleas to each of the 4 involuntary manslaughter counts against them during a hearing held on Zoom. Jennifer Crumbley sobbed and struggled to respond to the judge's questions at times, and James Crumbley shook his head when the prosecutor and her son had full access to the gun used in the killings. Judge Julie Nicholson assigned a bond of $500,000 apiece to each the parent and required GPS monitoring if they pay to be released, agreeing with the prosecutors that they might pose a flight risk. Defense attorney for the Crumbleys still argued Saturday that they'd never intended to flee and had made plans to meet the lawyers early that morning. Attorney Shannon Smith accused prosecutors of cherry-picking facts to release publicly, including that accusation that the teenage son had unrestricted access to the handgun. Prosecutors say his father purchased for him days before the shooting. Our clients are just as devastated as everyone else. Smith said adding the gun was locked. She didn't provide much more details during Saturday's hearings. Oakland County prosecutors Karen McDonald's office filed involuntary manslaughter charges against the Crumbleys on Friday, accusing them of failing to intervene on the day of the tragedy, despite being confronted with a drawing and chilling message, blood everywhere, that was found at the boy's desk. They could face up to 15 years in prison, according to a spokeswoman officer at McDonald's office. The Crumbleys committed a egregious act from buying a gun on Black Friday and making it available to Ethan Crumbley, to resisting his removal from school when they were summoned a few hours before the shooting, McDonald says Friday. Authorities have been looking for the couple since Friday afternoon. Late Friday, U.S. Marshal announced a reward up to $10,000 for each information leading to their arrests. Smith, the Crumbley attorney, said Friday that the pair left town earlier in the week for their own safety and will be returning to Oxford to face charges. During Saturday's hearing, Smith said they were in touch by phone and text on Friday evening, blamed prosecutors for failing to communicate with her, and followed defense attorney Mario Lehman. Our client was absolutely going to turn themselves in. It was just a matter of logistics. But McDonald said on Saturday that the couple took $4,000 out of the ATM on Friday morning in Rochester Hills, not far from the courthouse where they should have appeared that afternoon. These are not the people that we can be assured will return to court on their own. A Detroit business owner spotted a car tied to the Crumbleys in his parking lot late Friday. Oakland County Under Sheriff Michael McCabe said in a statement, a woman said near the vehicle ran away when the business owner called 911. The couple was later located and arrested by Detroit police. Detroit police officer James E. White said the couple were aided in getting into the building and that a person will help them may also face charges. On Friday, McDonald offered the most precise account for those so far the events that led to the shootings at Oxford High School, roughly 30 miles north of Detroit. Ethan Crumbley, 15, emerged from the bathroom with a gun, shooting students in hallway. Investigators said he's charged as an adult with murder, terrorism, and other crimes. Under Michigan law, the involuntary manslaughter charge filed against the parents can be pursued if authorities believe someone contributed to a situation where there was a high chance of harm or death. Parents in the U.S. are rarely charged in school shootings involving their children, even as most minors get guns from a parent's relative house, according to experts. School officials became concerned about the younger Crumbley on Monday, a day before the shooting, when the teacher saw him with searching for ammunition on his phone. Jennifer Crumbley was contacted and subsequently told her teenage son a text message, "LOL, I'm not mad at you. You have to learn not to get caught." On Tuesday, a teacher found a note on Ethan's desk and took a photo. It was a drawing of a gun pointing at the words, "The thoughts won't stop. Help me." There were also drawings of a bullet, she said, with words on it, with words above it, blood everywhere. Between the gun and the bullet was a person appeared to have been shot twice and it's bleeding. He also wrote, "My life is useless and the world is dead." The school quickly had a meeting with Ethan and his parents, who were told to get him into counseling within 48 hours. The Crumbleys failed to ask their son about the gun, nor check his backpack, and resisted the idea of their son leaving the school at the time. Instead, the teen returned to class, and the shooting subsequently occurred. The notion of a parent that could read those words, and also that their son had access to a deadly weapon, gave him an unconscionable criminal. It's unconscionable. It's criminal. Whatever. Trust me, when I was living 2 years in Japan, you have no idea what it could do to anyone who grew up with English, especially his own citizen. Let me continue. Jennifer Crumbley texted her son after the shooting, saying, "Ethan, don't do it." James Crumbley called 911 to say that a gun was missing from their home and that Ethan might be the shooter. The gun had been kept in an unlocked drawer in the parents' bedroom. Ethan accompanied his father for a gun purchase on November 26th and posted photos of the firearm on social media, saying, "Just got my new beauty today." Over the long Thanksgiving weekend, Jennifer Crumbley wrote on social media that it is a mom and son day, testing out his new Christmas present. Asked at a news conference if the father could be charged with purchasing a gun for his son, McDonald said that would be the decision for federal authorities. In a video message to the community on Thursday, the head of Oxford Community Schools said the high school looks like a war zone and won't be ready for weeks. Superintendent Tim Throne repeatedly complimented students and staff for how they responded to the violence. He also acknowledged the meeting of Crumbley and the parents and school officials. Throne offered no details, but summed it up by saying no discipline was warranted. McDonald was asked about the decision to keep Crumbley in school. "Of course, you shouldn't have gone back to that classroom. I believe that it's a universal position. I'm not going to chastise or attack, but yeah." Asked if school officials may potentially be charged, McDonald said the investigation is ongoing, and it continues. So what I just read to you is the news report of the shootings that happened. Though, if you guys, this is all for people on TikTok who subscribe to my channel. If you guys have not heard about the shootings that happened this past week, though, that happened up in Michigan, though, it is best you look at the news reports right now. Any source, news like Newsbreak or any other news app to get you information, though. So that's what I've been trying to. That's what I've been asking anyone who goes live on TikTok if they heard about this news report. If you're living in the U.S. and you heard about this news report, the shootings that happened up in Michigan, though. So yeah, I'm pretty sure though when Asian Australian women decide to move here to the U.S., they'll know that we're a different country though, and yeah, and they also should know that here in this country, when terrorism strikes, we don't negotiate with terrorists. We shoot on sight until the area is secure. So, yeah. Alright, to the last clip, I got a little detail that I gathered as well. So here's one of the reasons why I am waiting for whatever to get done though. So as you all know, I'm not deciding to go to college period though. Whenever everything is done. Oh, here's that plan for me though. I am gonna once everything gets quite calmed down though. I'm just hoping though. I've decided that I'm not going to Japan next year. Is because I'm not getting a vaccine. Period. I'm not getting a vaccine. Period. I'm not getting a vaccine. Period. She has to go by herself because she's the one who chose to get it. Probably she's trying to wear a mask though. It's her funeral. So don't ask why I'm not getting a vaccine. Because due to what President Biden's doing, what he's doing though, trying to force his vaccine mandate and everything, he's doing something that no commander in chief should be doing though, is violating the U.S. Constitution. That's part of this country's history that's something anyone can shit up. When you're president, when you're commander in chief and president, do not do anything to violate the U.S. Constitution. Otherwise, that could put your presidency a month later with two choices. You either resign or be impeached and face an impeachment trial. So yeah, and for the record though, I would only vacation and travel and tour in Asia, but not live there and not back to Japan. Mainly for one reason, Japan has become a total. Japan, yes, you all may claim Japan may be safe, but due to the amount of problems Tokyo is causing, Japan is a shithole, and I'm not going back there ever again. I'm not going back to shithole Japan ever again. After the problems Tokyo continues to cause. And here's why. Because they so far have 3 recognized child abuse cases. And let me read you the news articles that I recently read on Japanses.com this morning though. So what I read in the crime news section though is stories I share on my Facebook to inform my family about the continued ongoing crime problems in Japan though. So here's what happened. Here is what happened on December 1st, which happened about 3 days ago in Japan though. France issues arrest warrant for Japanese woman for parental kidnapping. So here's what you need to know about that. I read about this about a few days ago, this past week. French authorities issued an arrest warrant for a Japanese woman whose 2 children have been kept from their father in a case that has been revived debate about parental kidnapping in Japan. The children's French father, Vincent Bichette, a resident in Japan, has drawn international attention over his attempts to reestablish contact with his son and daughter, who he says were kidnapped by the mother in 2018. French authorities issued the international warrant over allegations of parental abduction and endangering a minor, according to a source close to the issue and Bichette. The French embassy declined to comment on the case. Japanese law does not include a provision for shared custody when parents separate, and authorities have long been accused of turning a blind eye when one parent denies the other access to their children. Now, Bichette staged 3-week hunger strike during the Tokyo Olympics earlier this year did draw attention to his case, and he says he received support from foreign Japanese parents in a similar position. A lawyer for Fisher's wife declined to comment on the award. Divorce proceedings are ongoing. We have no desire to fight outside of court. No official numbers exist, but rights groups have estimated that about 150 minors are forcibly separated from a parent every year in Japan. Fisher's case was raised with Japanese officials by French President Emmanuel Macron during a visit to the country for the Olympics. Fisher has also joined other parents in bringing a complaint against Japan over the issue before a UN rights body. So yeah, and many more though, because every news article I read on this website every morning though depicts indication that Tokyo is continuing to make Japan a shithole. So yeah, it's craziness. So my advice to you guys, I would not advise living in Japan, but only vacationing, touring, or college transferring. If you're in college, or if you're a school student transferring high school and college, and touring there, vacation there in Japan, yes, you can. But it's just as long as you make sure get vaccinated. And, don't consider living there at all, because you have no idea how brainwashing the city of Tokyo can do to anyone, because they've been causing the whole world problems no one can tolerate with them, period. And they've been known to be the biggest pain in the ass is no one can deal with, period. So yeah. I'll do more research next week though, and get more information what I gather. So yeah. So that's all I have for today's Add-on Corners vlog. If you enjoyed today's details I explained today, be sure to always like, comment, and subscribe to my channel for more Add-on Corners vlog research detail I give you guys and explain every Saturday. So until then, this is your daily YouTube Tate Crystal, over and out. Dismissed.